Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today's video is my FPL Game Week 3 team. This is the team that we are going for this weekend's fixtures. I've gone ahead and used my 2 free transfers, one of them being Cole Palmer. Just couldn't really resist in not bringing him into the team, especially after his performance against Wolves and just the fixture he has against Crystal Palace at home. I'm going to look for him to be a big player for Chelsea for this game. So he's one of the transfers I brought in. I took out Bruno Fernandes. I was potentially going to give him one more game, but I just needed to move around the players and the numbers to get Palmer in. So I've moved Bruno out, and I've also removed Dominic Solanke, who's not going to play for this game week, and I've put in João Pedro to come in. Not for this particular fixture against Arsenal, it's more for his fixtures after this, but definitely a player that's made a good impact so far for Brighton in this early stage of the season. So David Raya's in goal. Got the game against Brighton at home. He's been brilliant so far for Arsenal, so definitely not going to change him. In the back line, not the most ideal defenders, especially Mikolenko. Everton have been pretty rough the last few games, but maybe a home tie against Bournemouth might reactivate that team. So simply just going to put him in there just because I don't really want to start Munoz at Crystal Palace, Chelsea. So I'm going to go Mikolenko, then Dan Burn for Newcastle, a home tie against Tottenham, and then Hardwood Bellis with Southampton away to Brentford. In regards to the midfield, we have got Jota, who's been great so far. He's got himself a goal and assist for Liverpool, so he stays in despite the tough fixture against Manchester United. And then Bukayo Saka has been really good for Arsenal. Good fixture for him against Brighton at home. As we mentioned, Cole Palmer, and then Smith Rowe, who got on the goal scoring sheet last week for Fulham. A good little tie against Ipswich. I mean, Ipswich will make it tough, but I think the team's been built around Smith Rowe, and he's a focal point for that team in the attack. And then Callum Hudson-Odoi, good fixture. You know, he's a low budget kind of midfield player. Definitely one of the big attackers for Nottingham Forest. Got a good home tie against Wolves, so look for him to have some decent impact in that game. And then up front, obviously Haaland speaks for himself. Great game. The last one against Ipswich got a hat-trick. Obviously I used the triple captain on him, so that helped my tally for last week. Isak was definitely a consideration to take out, but as I mentioned before, I still want to give him an opportunity. A good game against Tottenham, this might be the game to really get him going. Games between Tottenham have had a lot of goals, so this might be a good fixture for Isak for this week. Obviously, if he doesn't, then might be the opportunity to take him out for the next game week, or maybe in a changed wildcard team for game week 4. So that is the starting lineup, and then our bench, you know, just the usual bench fathers of Dan Ward and then Barco, and then obviously we've got João Pedro looking beyond this weekend as fixtures, and then Munoz at Crystal Palace. So 2 transfers have been used. Looking forward to this game week. Hopefully just want to get a decent tally, especially before this international break, and then really build the squad for the next couple of weeks. But for this one, everyone has a pretty good fixture rating for this weekend, so I'm happy to roll this squad over and then see what happens after this and make that decision if we're going to go to wildcards. So good luck for this weekend's fixtures and your fantasy teams. If you like the video, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and follow me on socials for any updates on my team and the game. I'll see you in the next video.